make this beautiful heart motif for Valentine's. For yarn, I am using a size 3 cotton thread, and the hook is 00 by Boyer or 3.25 millimeter. So let us begin. So we will make a magic ring, leaving about 6 to 7 inches yarn tail, and coil the yarn making a figure P. And that is your magic ring there. And make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and insert hook on the second chain from hook. I pulled up a loop and keep this loop on hook, then yarn over to make a double crochet over the ring, and after the second yarn over, just draw up through all 3 loops on hook. And that inserting hook on the second chain creates a corner. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets over the ring. Chain 2, 1, 2, and make 2 double crochets over the ring. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 5 single crochets over the ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then at this point, we'll pull the yarn tail tight. The hole of the ring is 5 millimeter in size. So then we are going to make a slip stitch on over the ring. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and slip stitch on the next corner of the beginning chain. So it looks like that now. At this point, let us hide the yarn tail, because if we do not hide it, it's going to get in our way. So let's go ahead and do this. So what I do, I just thread it over around the ring. So continue hiding this. You notice that I am coiling the thread around the ring to make it harder to be pulled out. Now we don't have to worry about something getting in our way while we're working. So now we can go back to resuming the work. So chain 1 and single crochet on the same stitch, then slip stitch on the next stitch and into the space. So we finished the round one. Well, it was round one because we went around, but from this point on we are going to crochet row by row. So we are going to make shells on each side. So this is one side and this is another side. See this? One side here and then the other side. For the sake of clarity, let us call what we just have done as row 1. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and insert hook on the second chain from hook and pull up a loop, and this is actually an incomplete single crochet. Then double crochet on the same space, and we treat the extra loop as part of the double crochet. Then another double crochet on the same space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the same space. That was one. This is the second. This is the third. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets on the next chain 2 space. Chain 2 and 3 double crochets on the same space. Turn, chain 1 and single crochet on the same stitch, then slip stitch twice, 1. We're making slip stitch on each of the next 2 stitches. This is the second. Then slip stitch into the space, and we are ready to begin the third row. We'll count this as the first row, second row. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and incomplete single crochet on the second chain from hook, then double crochet into the space. That's 1 and that's 2. Then chain 2 and 3 double crochets on the same space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and we will make the tip of the heart, the bottom part of the heart, on the second chain of the next chain 3. So we will make 3 double crochets on the same stitch. So that was 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the next shell on the space of the next shell. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the same space. 1, 2, and 3. turn, chain 1, and we are repeating the shell. So chain 1 and single crochet on the same stitch, slip stitch on the next stitch, doing it twice. That's 1, 2, slip stitch into the space. Then we are ready to begin row 1, 2, 3, row 4. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, insert hook on second chain and pull up a loop to make the corner, then double crochet on the same space twice. So that was 1 and 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the same space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet rather on the next chain 2 space. Then double crochet into the next double crochet twice. So that was 1. This is the second. Then double crochet on the next stitch, 2 double crochets on the next double crochet. That was 1, 2. Then double crochet into the next chain 2 space, chain 2, and then shell stitch on the next shell by making 3 double crochets. That's 1 double crochet. This is the second double crochet into the chain 2 space, and this is the third double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochets on the same space. Turn, chain 1, single crochet on the same stitch, slip stitch on the next stitch twice, 1, 2, and slip stitch onto the space. The 5th row is a little bit different because we made double crochet shells here on the previous rows, but starting on the 5th row up to the 11th row, 1/2 of the shell will be made in triple crochets. So we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and insert hook on the second chain from hook and pull up a loop just like we did before. Then yarn over twice to make a triple crochet on the chain 2 space, making a total of 3 triple crochets because initial chains count as triple crochet. Like that. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and the second half of the shell will be made in double crochets. So 3 double crochets on the same space. And that's the way it looks. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet into the next chain 2 space, then 2 double crochets on the next double crochet, 1 and 2, then double crochet on the next double crochet, doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then 2 double crochets on the next double crochet stitch. Then double crochet into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the next chain 2 space of the shell. Chain 2, 1, 2, and triple crochet on the same space 3 times. That's 1, 2, and 3. Turn, then chain 1 and single crochet on the same stitch, slip stitch on the next stitch twice, 1, 2, slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and repeat this shell. So chain 4 rather, 1, 2, 3, 4, and insert hook on the second chain to make a corner, then triple crochet on the same space. That's 1, 2, and 3 total triple crochet is made. So then chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 double crochets on the same space. That's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet into the chain 2 space, then 2 double crochets on the next double crochet. That's 1, 2, and then double crochet on the next double crochet, doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then 2 double crochets on the last double crochet of the heart stitches. Then 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and 3 double crochets on the next chain 2 space of the shell, chain 2, and 3 triple crochet on the same space. That's 1, 2, and 3. Turn and repeat making the shell exactly the same way we did the previous shell. So chain 1, single crochet on the same stitch, slippy stitch on the next stitch, doing it twice. That's 1, 2, slippy stitch into the next space. And so this is the 7th row, making same shell stitch as the previous. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, insert hook on the second chain from hook to form a corner, yarn over twice to make a triple crochet, doing triple crochet 2 times. So this is the second, and we have a total of 3 triple crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets on the same space, chain 2, at this point there should be 15 total stitches on the heart motif. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted by 2s, so that's 14 plus 1 stitch, so that's a total of 15 stitches. On the 7th row, we are not increasing the width of the heart motif, so we are just going to double crochet on each and every double crochet. So double crochet on the next double crochet a total of 15 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, chain 2, 3 double crochets on the shell, chain 2, 3 triple crochets on the same space of the shell, turn, chain 1 and single crochet on the same stitch, slip stitch on the next stitch twice, that's 1, 2, slip stitch into the space. This is the end of part 1, and I will continue on my next video. So thank you all for watching and for your support. I appreciate you all very much. So bye bye for now. Until then.